When teachers are involved in policy, teachers have the ability to make policy more reflective of the reality of their students and of the reality of their students' families.
When teachers are involved in policy, policies more effectively cause change to occur. Teachers, given that we are the level of implementation of most policies, are the boots on the ground perspective on those policies.
When teachers are involved in education policy, the conversation is more relevant and more student-centered.
Teacher voice in policy is relevant now because so many teachers feel that policies are inflicted upon us instead of being developed collaboratively with us.
Much of the conversation has focused on teaching effectiveness and teacher evaluation. These are two issues that will forever change and drive the future of the teaching profession.
The education policy I care most about right now is hard to choose because there are so many major pieces and they are so interconnected. If I had to choose one, I would pick professional learning because to me, when teachers are supported to grow their profession, everything else gets better.
The education policy I care most about right now is school funding. We're having very important conversations about the role that seniority should play in situations where teachers are being laid off. But what's lost in the conversation is the fact that we are asking schools and teachers to do more and more with perennially dwindling resources.
I am really interested and concerned with Common Core and its implementation because I believe that it can really level the playing field for students despite what sort of neighborhood that they are coming from.
The National Network of State Teachers of the Year is helping to professionalize teaching by advocating for career continua, those that put educators at the center of models of distributed leadership. These career continua shatter the notion that the only way for a teacher to lead is by leaving the classroom.
My work with E4E helps professionalize teaching by strengthening and upholding high standards for all teachers.
My work with American Cheese helps professionalize teaching by giving teachers the vocabulary and the skills to interact with policymakers.
The Viva Project has really allowed teachers to feel like, as a profession, our opinion matters, our experience matters, and something will happen at the end of the day. After the discussion's been had, something will happen.
My work with Teach Plus helps professionalize teaching by creating opportunities for teachers to define effective teaching and to help shape the conditions in which we work.
Social media allows teachers interested in policy to network with each other. It allows us to find others who are interested in the same policies to connect and forge a united front.
Social media allows teachers interested in policy to instantly amplify and multiply their voice. Within minutes, you can have your one voice become thousands.
Social media has been a really powerful tool for teachers who want to stay connected to policy. Myself as a teacher am often online looking for what's happening nationally. I feel so isolated in my classroom, so social media is really the tool that I use to access the information.
Social media allows teachers interested in policy to connect with each other and really break down the barriers of, being across the country from another.
Teacher voice organizations and teacher unions can work together by respecting each other as parts of the solution. We can see that there's a lot of crossover, that I'm a teacher who's a Hope Street Group Fellow, and I'm also a teacher who's a member of the Washington Teachers Union. And we can also respect that each organization brings its own strengths to the process of education reform.
Teacher voice organizations such as America Achieves and NEA's Common Core Working Group and the National Network of State Teachers of the Year, all organizations that I'm proud to be a part of, can work together by combining resources, by combining our voices, and really amplifying the voice of that teacher in education policy.
Teacher voice organizations and teachers' unions can work together by building a vision of education reform that sees teachers' interests and students' interests as the same. That what's good for teachers can also be what's good for students, and what's good for students can also be what's good for teachers.